Welcome to our Rolemaster Actual play session. Ain't No Place for a Hero is a campaign set in the world of Duranarki, the continent of men. A gritty, cutthroat world where politics, sorcery, religion, and commerce are all intertwined and reign supreme. Treachery and murder both come cheap, and characters need to be both smart and ruthless to survive. We hope you enjoy our story, and, as always, may the dice roll in your favor. This is episode 130 of Ain't No Place for a Hero. The party have decided to turn their attention back to the dead city of Tarak Nev and the secrets it may hold. We pick up the story in the Ala-Meng as our heroes now wait for the riverboat to be repaired and mourn the loss of their guide, Silsee.
Hello, I'm Chris, otherwise known as GM Chance, and welcome to our story. What story is that? I hear you say. Story is Ain't No Place for a Hero. Here are our heroes, all 8 of them. Later on in this video, you will get to know these characters very well indeed. And in a second or so, we will hand over to one of the players to conduct an interview of their fellow players about how much they know. Have they been listening regarding one of their characters? Before we do, our sincere, warm thanks to those that are supporting this channel, providing support, encouragement, advice. Some people ask questions about the rules, and a number of people are really interested in the character developments and the character story. Thank you very much for your enthusiasm, your support, your encouragement. Really appreciate it. As I say each time, but absolutely, it's heartfelt. Please, a like down below, or a click even better as a subscribe really does help the channel grow. And if you are enjoying it, tell your friends. Perhaps you used to play Rolemaster back in the day and you're interested in sharing with your old Rolemaster buddies what Rolemaster in 2024, at least this version of Rolemaster in 2024, looks like. Sharing the love would be greatly appreciated. So today is a very special day because today we get together for our annual event in person. And up on screen are indeed the team. Yay! Here are the players. Usually they're these unattached voices from the void. You'll hear the players speak. You don't actually know what they look like. This is what they look like in all their glory. Aren't they gorgeous? There they go. In a second or so, we're going to hand over to one of the characters, specifically one of Graham's characters, Neathanol, I think we said we're going to start with. And Graham is going to quiz his fellow players to see how closely they've been listening and paying attention about this particular character. Before we do, we're just going to zip round. We'll start off with Aidan on the couch to say a quick intro of who you're playing today, please. Oh, the mic. Yep.
Hello, I'm Aidan, and I'm playing Demos and Grey.
Lovely.
Hello, I'm Pete, and I'm playing Leif and Mithen.
Giles, I can only manage one. Tarquin.
Hello, I'm Alex, and I play Keros.
And I'm Graham, and I play Neathanol and Etienne.
Marvelous. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, he's stuck in the beanbag. He is stuck in the beanbag. He looks very comfortable there, actually. He does look very comfortable. All right, no further ado. I'm falling and I can't get up. Yes. No further ado, we're going to cut to that video of Anthony being introduced by Graham to the team. Enjoy.
Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Ain't No Place for a Hero question time. I'm Graham, and I'm going to answer some questions today about my two characters. The first of whom is Nyah. Let us begin. Question 1, team. What skill is Nyathanel most adept at?
But these are not multi-choice.
No.
Oh.
There are plenty of multi-choice questions in this round. This one is a lot higher than all the others. What will it be? Have we all answered that question?
Yeah.
Let's see the answers, everyone. Still going to hide. Correct. Damn. Hide. Correct.
Yes.
Killing, stalking.
Killing, it should be correct. It's such a good
hybrid skill.
No, I said bow. I'm totally wrong.
No, she's got one.
Yay! Fuck you, I got one on the board.
Nice.
Well done.
Does killing stalking get
You should get a point for that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess you can just go killing, stalking, charm.
Killing, stalk, charm. No.
Question 2. Difficult one.
Oh.
I'm not expecting many people to get this one. What is the name of Nyathanel's sect?
Oh.
This is a bit of a difficult one. It has been mentioned a couple of times, but not that recently. But to make it easier, I will give you a list of options. They're not on the screen, but I'm going to know it's too hard otherwise. Okay, I'm going to give you 5 options.
Oh.
The first is Hidden Blade. The second is The Long Knives. The third is The Black Embrace. The fourth is Stab One. And the fifth is The Sharpie Ouch Cuddle Club.
Can we run through those again?
I'll run through them again. The Hidden Blade will be answer A. Answer B, The Long Knives. Answer C, The Black Embrace. Answer D, Stab One. Answer E, The Sharpie Ouch Cuddle Club.
I feel like Kyrus would like to be a member of that club.
What did you get? Let's see.
No, I got B, not C.
Oh, hang on, what was B? B was The Long Knives. No, that was more of a Nazi thing. Black Embrace is not quite there. Black Embrace, sorry, but we have a winner.
Winner.
The Hidden Blade.
I didn't even know.
Very nice.
So I'm going to give myself a point. Huzzah.
Clearly, I think she's a bit of a Nazi.
Question 3. Nyathanel wears an amulet around her neck. What does it do? No, that's not multi-choice. Apart from look pretty.
Oh, that was my answer.
Again, not an easy one.
Did you say it is an easy one?
It's not an easy
Oh,
one.
phew.
Everybody written something?
Yep.
Let's see it.
What you got?
Sorry, no.
No.
Invisible, no. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. That was too hard.
What was it?
What
What was
did you
it?
put?
Now we're curious.
It's a quickness bonus.
Oh.
See, she's always first.
Is that, yeah.
What's it, Ada?
Is that why she's always first in
Boy, she's so quick.
I didn't know.
Right. A lot of jewelry.
She's got a lot of jewelry.
Yeah. Loves the jewelry. Because that's the one that she got from Nicholas.
All right. This is a multi-choice one. Oh, no, it's not.
Oh.
Question 4. Why was Niathanov shunned by her family? You'll remember she grew up as in a troupe of acrobats, all of whom were her extended family, and she was thrown out. Why?
I don't know. Everyone's going to have to hang out with him more.
Ready?
Yeah.
Killed what?
Someone.
Two
Too short and stabby. That's genius.
She wanted more than the circus life could give her.
I was pretty tempted to write Met
We
Batman.
have a winner.
Oh!
Choice of lover.
Choice of lover. Very nice.
Oh! Right.
Very
That's
good.
great.
Excellent.
Pete, you're smashing it, bro. I'm
Well, I
impressed.
work with Demos.
I'm impressed.
Okay, this one's a bit of a guessing game.
Not for me, unlike the other four, you mean.
So, basically, you've got a chance of guessing. How far can the Athanol fall without sustaining damage? Guess. Can she fall 13 feet? Can she fall 33 feet? Can she fall 53 feet or 73 feet?
She's pretty clever and nimble, isn't she?
Well, if we hadn't had ABCD, I would have said 10 feet per level. I would have been completely wrong.
You would be wrong.
Don't worry, I'm in my comfortable place.
25% chance.
Ready? And the answer is
None of us.
Is
none
E?
of those. The answer was C.
Oh!
Yeah,
We are learning about her, though. This is nice.
It's a good way to learn. Good way to learn.
Yeah. It's a long way.
That is a long way to fall.
Kids.
And there we go. A little bit more about Graham's character, Niathanol, and some very interesting questions there, and some very particularly interesting answers. I think you would agree. All right, it's now the part of the episode when we hand over to our scribe, who is Pete, who will provide us a quick synopsis of what happened last time. And, of course, what happened last time was for us only about an hour and a bit ago and quite a few slices of pizza ago. But depending on when you watch this, who knows? There could have been quite a long time in between the previous episode and this episode. Pete, could you provide us with a quick summation of what happened, please?
Sure thing. Thanks, Chris. So our last episode started just as we had found a boat that we decided could be repaired. As we're in the swamp going down the river road and looking for boats as we go because it's safer and quicker to travel on the river. We need a boat across the sea. We found the boat. Yay, we're going to repair it over the next 4 days. And we were just preparing for the night, gathering firewood, when quite rudely out of the bushes jumped a ghoul. I think our party can identify it as a ghoul cat, but it was an undead ghoul cat. So, yeah, not so good for us. And it jumped on poor Grey and sort of did a bit of damage to him. We sort of responded by sort of surrounding it and doing some attacks. It seemed that our weapons weren't working unless weren't having an effect unless they were magical. So sort of limited some people's options. We continued to attack it until poor Keros was leapt on from behind by a second ghoul cat, undead ghoul cat. Combat continued. Unfortunately, during this time, one of our guides, Silsee, was attacked, and he seemed to be pretty badly attacked, badly hurt. We weren't sure when we couldn't stop. We were in the middle of everything. Luckily, again, Peshket, using the Repel Undead spell, I assume that's what they use, was able to disintegrate the first ghoul cat. We'd done a bit of damage to it, but it was not looking good. So that was one down. Niathanol used a fantastic spell called Holding Bands, which was bands of air to disable the one that had attacked Keros, and we were able to eventually kill that one as well. So managed to end the combat. Unfortunately, Silsee did die, perhaps from poison, not sure, but he was bleeding a lot, but we were unable to save him. So that's very sad, and the guides are very sad. Etienne did a great job, I think, of sort of supporting them. We were able to revive Keros as well, so she's now not Now she's now conscious again, and we sort of continued with prepare our defences for the night, albeit quite sort of subdued. Luckily, that night was a quiet night. And we'd sort of come up with a defensive plan involving the boat and some ice walls. Then we'd sort of moved into a different sort of dynamic for the game, which was that instead of playing out the whole lot of what happened every single day, because we're going to be here for 4 days, moved into sort of a percentage thing of seeing if encounters happened either in the morning, the afternoon, or the evening. And so we've sort of gotten through that next day with minimal damage, I think is fair to say. Some pretty nasty insects and stuff doing some attacking, which was not nice, particularly Silvioross. But we're none the worse for wear, albeit one party member down.
Perfect. As per usual, Pete, a fantastic job at providing a summary. Thank you. I will grab the mic. Can you see the little case for it? Yep. Pop it in. Thank you. Always good to charge it. Really, nothing further to add to or by me, other than to say both Keros and was it Demos? No, it was Ray. You have been injured in that fight with the Ghoul Cats. -10 for Keros and -15 for Gray, both relatively minor injuries. You rolled really well on your recoveries, and the very next day, by the end of the day we've just played, you are no longer injured.
Yay. So 4 hit points, 4 power points, and no injury.
Correct. At the moment.
Just can't anyone has to hope. Oh my god.
Very good. Are there any questions from the players about where we begin? Going once, going twice. We're all sitting comfortably. We're all full of pizza and bad junk food. And if we're all ready, let's start the game. So you wake on the morning of the 16th. You arrived originally on the 12th. So you've been here now for 4 days. And yet again, the weather is hot and humid. It's 31 degrees as a low, 39 degrees as a high. There's a light mist. There's a bit of fog around, quite a lot of fog this time. And a few clouds. It's always cloudy here. Yet again, no rain. And even Pashket this time is looking around and just says, it should be raining. Why isn't it raining? Very, very strange. And we go into that cycle. So exactly what we were doing previously, just to move the story on a little. Your carpenter friend Tahoe, who is now equipped with poor Silsee, who was burnt last night, not unceremoniously. He was looked after and very ceremoniously burnt. The carpenter, the very nervous carpenter who's accompanied you on this trip and has been given Silsee's sword, starts to work. And you actually see for the first time, probably ever, that you've seen, he actually smiles a couple of times. He's clearly enjoying his work. And he starts work on the boat.
Can I just ask, so who would be interested? Mythan would be interested. Does she see any sort of attunement?
Oh, you asked if you could attune? Sure.
Oh, no, yes, Labour would like to. But Mythan is interested because it seems that Silsee and Pashket could do repel undead using their sword as an item. She's just interested to observe Pashket teaches Tahoe about the sword.
You haven't seen it? Or you haven't seen it yet?
because she wants to see it, because those repel undead spells are great, and she would love it if Tahoe can do it too. Late would take the opportunity at some point, but it's appropriate to, and I suppose all of us really would to thank the guides, to thank Peshkit and not Peshkit particularly for the repel undead.
Okay.
It's saving us.
Pashkit, very humble man that he is, acknowledges your thanks, and he seems particularly touched with Etienne. Etienne has been kind to him, and Etienne is clearly a man of God, a false God, of course, because there is only one God, but he seems like a decent man, and often you find that Pashkit is looking towards Etienne when he says this, but he says thank you, and he says Pashkit goes on to explain that the guiding life is a hazardous one, pays very well, but it's inherently dangerous, and typically before a lead glide at least goes out, they are typically given some form of symbol which is blessed by Orgiana, their god or priest of Orgiana. And in this case, both Silsee and Pashket's falchion, the weapon up on the screen, has been blessed. And yes, indeed, it has the power to turn the twice-lived, make them flee or disintegrate. And while Pashkit explains he's no sorcerer, and he nods his head at what remains of Keros. She is horribly burned. She's got an appearance of about 1, and she limps, and she's got 1 arm. No offense, Keros, but
It's what's on the inside that moves.
he does acknowledge that Keros clearly knows what she's doing when it comes to blasting spells. He says, "Look, I'm no sorcerer, unlike a good lady here, but the High Priestess has taught me how to use this item." Mithun, you also said that you wanted to do some achievement too, and I cut you off yesterday.
So, no, I think late, and I might be completely wrong about these items, about the origin, but they are on sheet. He's just gone off the level. And also, he might ask Keros to help with the achievement, because actually I think at the time, she was perhaps not good. But I've got that there's an unidentified ring, I think from Jewel Island from the Roldenics.
Yep.
A hand-carved set of ivory dice.
Yep.
Tarnished silver necklace and an amulet. So the 4 items.
Sure.
He's keen to, during that time, see Keros, because she's got a higher achievement.
Sure.
You've got HP share.
You do.
Yeah, there's nothing else. It must be on the party because there's some stuff. I think it must be Twilight.
I think
Sure. So give me a roll.
I'm asking. I think what's his name? I would ask Keros too, because she's got a better achievement.
Okay.
Plus 26.
Okay.
Is that better than
Yeah.
Just checking. Is that like the best in the whole group? Yeah, good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Good to talk about.
Yes, that we're sharing.
So this would be on the first one. Where is it?
Which is on the ring?
84. 88, sorry.
Master, of course.
88.
I'm hoping one of these items is actually magically transforms into a magical short sword.
90.
Oh, I've only rolled one.
No, what was the
96.
Cool.
96, 98.
Okay. Cool. And I'm going to pop anything in. And this was on the ring, is that right?
This was the ring, yeah, just going through here.
Ring,
Dice, necklace, and
So, information, Keros's chat. Excellent.
In your Discord chat.
In your
Oh,
Discord.
yeah, I don't have Discord. It's on my computer.
I've got it on your phone.
I'll have to check. Can't remember. 49.
49. Cool.
On the dice.
Okay. It's on the dice.
Why thought to do this in the middle?
It's nice. It's nice to mix it up.
Cool.
So nice and warm and fit. Yeah, I could have it. Yeah.
It's so nice with the hammering.
The hammering
I don't know, it's
calming.
just quite, like,
Oh.
nice background noise.
Having that.
Okay. Next one.
Cool. Next one is the tarnish to the necklace.
20.
20 could be very good. It could be very bad.
It's quite soothing, isn't it? Don't nod off. Full tummy.
Okay.
Post-prandial snooze and all that pizza.
Mm. That's a very good point.
That's a good one.
I was saying, don't talk about napping. The GM will make something mean come along.
I'm very alert.
I'm very alert.
So alert.
So anxious.
And the last item, please.
Was the amulet.
Amulet.
827.
87. Cool. 87.
Although they're nice, I guess.
Okay. Can you roll that one again, please?
Extra knowledge.
Can you be super tuned?
Yes.
55.
Yep.
Super tuned.
There's success, and then there's absolute success.
Did I get absolute success?
I don't know, did you?
Answer the question with a question.
So
I
frustrating.
think what that's one of the things you want the bonus to try to teach others how to use it.
Oh.
So you,
Okay.
as you know it absolutely inside and out.
So for example, success is you learn one spell and ability on an item or a piece of rune paper that you may use. You may use it whenever you hold the item, blah, 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 blah. You also learn what other spells and abilities they are, if any, and may make further attempts to use them. Absolute success is you learn all of the spells and abilities on either a piece of rune paper or on an item.
Oh, it doesn't have the additional fact when you're teaching it to other people. I thought it did. Is it?
Sorry?
I thought there was an absolute. Wasn't there an absolute success somewhere where it was like you get a plus to teaching other people?
No, that's a house rule.
Right.
So actually, it very clearly states in Rolemaster that you can't teach another person how to attune the spell or an item. I have absolutely gone against Rolemaster rules as written because, to my mind, that would mean that a character like Severin or a character that is, or Demos, could never use a magical item.
It's so prohibitive for the development point cost to develop a skill in attunement. Yeah.
Right. So therefore, to have somebody, you get plus 70. If somebody has rolled a success on the attunement, they get plus 75 to teach someone else.
Yeah.
That's it.
If they roll an absolute success, it's plus 95 to teach someone else. Yes. And that's a house rule. That's not canon.
So yeah, later.
Oh, did I say start the game? Yes, I did. Oh, yes, we did. Yep.
I have the knowledge.
Okay.
May I share it?
Up to you.
That would be yeah, it's not pressuring, but would be interesting to hear.
Absolutely. So I got nothing on the ring, nothing on the dice that I know.
Yep.
The silver necklace seems to be +2 mentalism spell adder.
Oh, nice. What does that mean? So that means, so for a spell that you can cast that's your level or lower, so not an overcasting spell, so an act for someone, so for Demos who's at 7th, 8th level, yeah, if he's got a spell that he would normally be able to cast 8th level or lower, he can cast it twice per day without extending outwards. And why I make that point is because, of course, you can overcast Yeah. But you can't overcast and use a spelling app. Sorry, not really good.
And amulet, nothing on the amulet.
Cool. Right, great. Well,
Just a nice amulet.
a two per day. Do you use spell bits?
No, I'm a essence, that's it.
And is it mentors and spells?
Yeah.
So timeless and
Yeah.
Nathal's already got one.
Oh, really?
She's already got one.
We've already got one.
That's that. We've already got
Awesome, very nice.
It wouldn't be a role-playing game without a Monty Python quip.
Pretty sure.
Yes,
Yes, she already has.
Is it a ×2 or +2 edit? Or
I got an out of animal one.
well, my recommendation. So Tarquin spell.
Yeah. Does it mean he needs to?
He would need Kyros to. He would need to tune it, and it would be sensible up to the Kyros to teach him to tune it. Or to teach him.
Can I do that? I'd like to do that.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
So you get I won't actually tell you what the bonus is, because that would give away whether or not Kyros got all the knowledge or some of the knowledge, but you get definitely a bonus to being taught. Give me a roll to attune. This takes over 4 hours, by the way. So if that's a good point.
A good time to really.
Yeah.
Perfect time.
So let me just check. So for attunements, if you attune for less than an hour, it's -20. If you attune for 1 hour to 4 hours, it's +0. If you attune for more than 4 hours, you get +5. So it gets +5, plus whatever Kyros bonus can give you to teach. And then Tarquin, roll the dice and hope you don't screw it up.
So
D100?
We're not sure if you got
13.
It's masked.
Oh,
So we're not
13.
sure how if you've got success.
Cool. And what is your...
He doesn't have an achievement skill.
He doesn't have an achievement skill.
Not real.
Okay. So in that case,
There's no achievement skills.
okay.
Bit useless.
Are you looking at the stat, Chris, or do you want me to?
Yeah, it'd be great if you could help.
The companions up there, or shall I find it online?
No, just Graham should be able to tell you. That's why we're moving to Graham's character sheet, because it's much better than mine.
Well, the stats for attunements.
Yes,
So empathy and self-discipline.
sounds right. I think.
Check on here, actually, see if I mentioned the.
Actually, I don't think this is my character. I have a gene.
What do you want me to do? Take those two stats and then add them together and divide them by 2?
I can't help it then.
Hang on.
Both can. Empathy and intuition.
Oh, intuition.
Okay.
Okay, so I take the two of them.
Add them together, divide by 2.
20.
Sorry?
20.
20. Oh, that's good. So you only get -5. So it was your roll of 13. Yep. Plus negative that.
In true style with Tarquin, I really wanted to lie for you and just say it was at 87. But
Oops.
I that card game cheat.
at some point,
Is it doing that?
We have all of your rolls are higher than 90.
That's really in character.
That's right, yeah. Couldn't get out of character, me.
Oh, hang on. You're lucky. You know what it is, so it gives you a bonus. -30 if the realm is different from the caster. -10 if it doesn't know what the spell or ability is. I didn't give you the +5, so no, still not successful. +20 if the character knows what the spell and ability is.
That's good.
That's 125. That
Yay.
is above 111, which means that
Gets a lolly bag, is what I mean.
that is a success.
Really? Yeah.
Cookie parcel for Kyros?
+2 memories. Oh, that's genius.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
So that
Parcel it up.
means for no power points, you get to cast 2 additional spells a day.
Genius.
There you go.
Copy that. I don't come to your copy.
Brilliant. Thank you so
Cool.
much.
I've actually got this. Oh, and
And so I do prep and everything exactly the same, cast exactly the same, I just don't deduct.
That's it.
So good.
And I can go big. I can go like level 10 spells.
Yeah.
So not overcasting.
Are you level 10?
So like mine's door.
Oh, no, what level
Yeah,
are you?
I'm level 8.
So up to level 8 scales.
Perfect. Yep.
But when you got a level.
Yeah. That's right.
All right. So today's the 16th. Tahoe is busy. Oh, someone's doing something else?
I was going to do an achievement on the other 3 items, just in case.
Okay.
You can tell me not to, you can say nothing.
No, give me a roll if you want.
Possible, but unlikely, but possible Kyros. That's a 4.
Could be amazing. Could be amazing.
Yeah.
You never know.
One of them might be a luck potion or a binding to the
Yep. Plus 58.
That's 58.
This
Cool.
is on
Thank you.
Who knows?
Right.
Yep. Next one.
Yep. 83 plus 58, and that's on the dice.
Yep.
Oh, these are the same item.
Just in case, off chance that, you know,
Yep.
as we've got time, and 48 plus 58 on the amulet.
Sure thing. And you do have plenty of time.
We do.
Results coming into your chat now. Life.
Once request that
You can leave. You can leave.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Tuning Chris Tarquin would like to go and see if he can use his advanced maths to help Tahoe with his building. I'm like, when's that ever going to be useful? Advanced maths, building, you know, angles and stuff.
I think Gareth has maths as
He
well.
wants to go and use his advanced maths to help our
Okay, sure. Give me a roll.
carpenter. Well, you never use that spell.
Agree.
I only use your advanced maths when I have to work out what my bonus is.
Oh, so it's an 8 and 2 zeros. Is that 8?
0, 0 on one dice.
Yeah.
8. 0, 8.
0, 8.
No!
Is it maths?
Suck.
Is it maths?
It's got to be maths.
So it is maths. It is maths. What's the skill with advanced maths?
23.
23.
Oh, I've got advanced maths, man.
So you come up to our friend Tahoe, who's busy chipping away and banging away, and you start talking about calculus and trigonometry and all kinds of things. Tahoe just kind of nods, smiles, and backs away slowly. Nods, smiles, backs away slowly.
Downcast, I'm going to go back to chipping bits off the ice wall.
Any other actions I should be aware of? Yes?
Searching for swans, roses, red ladies.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Sure. You have a look around, you have a scout, give me a perception roll if you wish.
No, I think I definitely will keep on lookout
Okay,
across the water and into the jungle.
done.
Ray Middle, some little Silsees to give to the guys.
Some little water.
Silsees.
Oh, nice. That's very nice. Very cute. Okay. Any other actions I should be aware of before we get on to the rolls for the day?
You get 3.
Hello?
No.
Hello? Any other actions for today?
Nah.
Oh, okay, let's see what happens.
More barricades, more whatever,
Yep,
helping.
got it. Okay, who's feeling lucky?
I think it's Alex.
We said 16 days. That does seem quite...
6 to 12.
6 to 12. Okay.
This is only day 2.
Okay. Who's giving us a roll? Alex? Let's have a go.
Alex.
Okay, I'm sorry.
94.
94.
Very bad.
Yeah. So, again, can you please roll? And I wish you 20% or under.
Roll 20% or under.
Give me a roll and let me know if you get 20% or under.
Do I want 20% or under?
You don't want 20% or under.
I want 20% and over. I want 21%.
We need a camera here. Don't we?
Yeah.
Oh, don't roll 19. Don't roll 19.
83.
Okay.
See, 80.
So just let me know if you
I'm
fail.
real bad.
Was that everyone or just Alex?
Everyone.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
I was
I thought it was
checking.
just-
No. Everyone.
Oh, 90.
There's a 92 for Leif. and a 37 for Mithane.
Oh, cool.
I always, just so you know, I always go late Mithane.
Sure.
I'll go Demos Grey. Demos got a 46.
Cool.
Grey got a 6.
90.
Oh,
6.
Oh no, 9. A 9.
A 9.
Yeah.
Gray, you actually end up with the same result as Keros. Maybe you're sitting too close to her. Canoodling. You don't know. But again, this really unpleasant tingling in your footwear. And there are a host of these things. Let's roll to see how many there are. 1d10 attacks.
8.
8. Each bite delivers 1d3. We're not going to do the hits, but 1d3 hits. You're incredibly itchy, and you take one hit around for 5 rounds. Kind of immaterial at the stage. It's more just themes for. It's really more the major attacks we're interested in. But basically, Gray, like Keros, you come down with a bad case of foot mites.
It's what happens when you play footsies, you do.
That's it. Ash gets fine, and
Keros also doesn't like doing
so that's fine. So that's the morning. The afternoon, please.
Right. Return to roll game, I think.
Can I use the pink dice? Wow, honoured. 80.
80. So later in that afternoon, a number of you are down giving Tahoe a bit of a hand in the water because he needs assistance with some of the rotten boards, pulling some of the boards off the boats. He basically is scavenging as well of some of the other boats. And this isn't nice. You guys don't really want to be in the water, frankly. It's just not good. And you hear.
I really came across these
And these little, about that high, and they come up, they seem quite cowardly in their attacks, like they want to pull people down under the water. They also seem to sting as well. Let's see if anybody is unfortunate enough to be injured by them. They're relatively easy, you hear them, and you're alerted by them, so 15% chance. 15, 1-5.
All of us.
All of you, every single one, make a roll. If you aren't rolled under 15, you get an attack. Nope.
21.
Okay.
No, 98.
Like a waiter. Using a good roll.
63.
One.
We'll say you got the shit.
Come on.
5.
5.
And Grey's okay.
Grey's okay. All right. An attack on Demos.
Those ladies.
Crabopus, as I term them.
Crabopus.
Crabopus. They look like a crab and octopus. Crabopus.
Yeah, fair enough.
He's been practicing as a South England one, so it's good to go.
Oh.
Demos, an attack on you. What are they attacking you with?
I just think the place is going, oh no.
Nice. Sorry, Mason.
Where's Demos? There's Demos.
Yeah.
What's that?
Do you recall when we were doing Demos' questions?
Oh, that is so
See
cute.
how she does. I have to do it quite early in the morning. I was going to say, calling you now, alright?
Demos, probably no shield.
No shield.
No,
it's not.
No shield. I would imagine he
Did you
was.
get nose shield?
Yeah.
We moved into the MCU.
Yeah.
15 the B puncture. Let's roll the B on you.
I think you should roll it in the rolling board.
What's it? There we go, here's the B puncture. Remember, you can't be killed by one of these. You can take a bad injury. 59.
That's not too bad, right?
That's not too bad.
It's 66 you got on, isn't it?
Yeah.
They roll 66 on practice bad, isn't it? But if we roll 66 in our practice,
You got zapped in the thigh. You're bleeding at 2 hits around, 3 hits. You're still unable to parry next round. Basically, call it for all intents and purposes for moving our story along. No major damage. But you got a big crit out of it.
Okay.
That was that day, and then in the afternoon, the evening, that night, who is back to Aiden's roll.
Oh, this too. $88.
88. Lot of
Check that, ladies.
eights. Lot of fireballs.
Same thing going on.
Yeah.
It was
So-
a second.
So this one's interesting.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like interesting. This guy.
Can each of you roll 1d10, and I'm interested in the lowest 2 rolls.
I got a 0, which is 10,
10.
Oh, it's late.
5.
and 8.
3.
3, that's one of the lowest.
5 for Demos, 8 for Grey.
So we have a 3 and a 5. Is
That's
it
right.
lowest?
Here's one.
2 5s.
I got an 8.
3
I got
5s.
an 8.
5 5.
So 2 5s, 5 roll it off between the two of you.
4
4,
5.
5,
Demos.
Demos. Demos and... So, I don't know what's going on, but it really should be grey with this. But,
Demos and Kyros.
Demos and Kira's be copying it, man.
but you notice often, so and obviously you're not static and you always go out, even going to the bathroom with somebody else. But you're obviously going out and foraging for wood, both to fix the boat and also to start to make makeshift paddles, but also for wood for the fire. You're burning through quite a lot of wood. This has been incredibly dry. And while Demos and Kyros are going out together, you always go out with somebody else. It normally would be Grey, but on this occasion, for some reason, it's Demos. You come across this. Quite beautiful.
Oh, it's pretty. It's like, oh, it's so pretty.
You're gonna lick it.
Yeah.
You're gonna lick it.
How
It's such a
pretty.
dumb move.
And you both bend down to inhale it because it is beautiful. And just at that moment, Pashket rounds the corner. He's carrying a log over his shoulder. He sees you both doing that and just screams at the top of his voice, "No! No! Back off! Back off!" First time he's really been static, but it's too late. And you both have
I did.
inhaled some of this scent, some of this pollen. And I'd like you both to make a disease check, please.
Out of 100?
Please.
Oh, no. 3.
What have you done?
3.
What did you get? What did you roll?
20.
So let's do Demos first.
That's 27.
What is his poison resistance, please?
I'm going to positively reframe this. You didn't make you roll it again. So,
Plus 35.
35 is pretty good. He is very good. And what level are you, please?
8. Come on, Demos.
Oh. Now you can roll down in this game on resistance rolls. Roll again, please, 'cause that was a 5.
Oh.
So you want a very low roll here.
From 100 again.
Yep.
10.
Ah,
nice.
10.
Good, good.
Minus 10, okay. Plus 35.
Plus 35.
Ah!
Oh.
I don't like it when they laugh.
Bye, Demos.
Horses is interesting.
You can't die. You can't die.
You,
Mason's not here. He can't die.
you had to roll a 26 or better. You rolled a 28.
Hey. What would have happened?
And you... Pashko will tell you.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be D like DD.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Just a sec. And what was Keris's roll?
20,
20. And what level is she?
9. But I feel like she's probably closer to 11 if I put my XP in. But yeah.
And what is her poison, please?
Is it poison or disease?
Poison. I meant to say poison. It was poison for Demos. Correct? Yep.
Disease is more though.
No. What's poison?
Good try. Good try. You get 10 out of 10, Becky.
17.
Oh, you're fine.
Is it fine?
You're fine.
Oh, it is
Is it
right.
more
It's
than
37.
Yeah. You really need it.
26.
You rolled too much. You rolled too high.
Keris, you're fine. So Pashket comes around and just shoves you away and just stands wide-eyed looking terrified. No, Laverius, no, terrible. Your blood, it turns to a thick black paste and congeals. How he knows such a big word in a foreign language, I'm not sure. He can't communicate with Keros, so he's going through Demos. And you die in agony.
Right, Demos was about to tell everybody.
So Demos was a few numbers from dying in agony. 2 numbers. Let's be clear. Two numbers.
One number. What's doing that?
I got 28.
I did say with this that
So Kentucky used his poison wall skill. What he wants to do is take the power with him. No, leave it alone. He wants to wrap it up in a plastic bag here and take it with him.
do you
Only if I know it's safe.
do you have what skills are you going to use?
Poison wall.
Poison wall, sure. Do you have use and remove poison?
Is what a skill.
Yes.
Not a great poison wall.
So you know book learning a whole bucket load about poison.
So
You can't.
Yeah,
Oh, they are combined in the stamp. They are. Yes, they are.
Because it's
How much poison?
I was 63.
Oh, you're 63.
Well, what do you
You
do?
got
Poison
it.
wall to see if we can. Well, I'm not sure I want it.
risky.
It's too risky. Yeah.
And
You're growing all around the place.
And I think that we're not covered by that we won't die if we decide to engage in this.
I want to investigate my mind and see
Demos
what
was
was happening.
protected by, but not by.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
But because
So give me a poison law roll.
Yes, that's right. So I want to know if this is technically possible before I do it.
Sure.
96.
96 is masked.
But
of
technically,
course.
Demos can't die because his owner isn't here to play him.
What's the skill?
Like you can't die if you're playing
Poison.
someone else's character, right?
Poison law and use is combined. Pete, you're right.
It's live forever.
Literally, you never die.
His
Otherwise,
skill is 28.
Yeah.
Should we switch?
You don't have any idea about this spell. Sorry, what does Tucken do?
I'm not going to do anything about it.
Okay, sure.
Can I lower it as well then?
Sure.
yeah, you can't do yourself. You want to
32.
32.
60.
You're going to have a glass case with the.
You haven't come across this being from the north. This plant is unfamiliar to you.
Right. I won't get anyone here. Yeah, nah. She's too risky.
Okay. That's it for the evening. The day passes, and you are into the next day, which is the 17th. And again, we're going to do a rinse and repeat, and again, in the middle of a rainforest. It is clear, completely clear sky. It's hot, steaming. There's no rain.
I can call tonight.
Try. And unless is anyone going to be doing anything other than going through our process that we're doing? Oh, okay. Who's up for rolling, please?
I did. I rolled a 63.
63, lovely.
Just see what happens.
At the end. Or to call it.
63. Cool. Can all of you please roll and let me know if you get under a 25.
They did. And Bithane did.
Who did?
They and Bithane both.
57.
And Nathaniel. Oh, we're just having a max test of this, or? Okay.
But I mean, if they didn't, it's not affecting them, is it?
Sorry?
It's not affecting them. Yes.
What?
They both were clear with their roles.
Oh, they were clear with their roles?
Yeah.
Oh, misunderstood.
No, sorry. They can Mythan weren't, but those people are clear with their roles.
I see.
So they,
Okay.
I guess.
Okay. So, Leif and Nathan, you are out again in the water, assisting Tahoe, and unusually enough, not one, but two of these guys decide to pay a visit, and you both get attacked.
Right.
First one on Nathan. So I'm going to do a bite. No shield, of course. 11 and an A. I'm going to roll the A out in front.
I think from now on, as a general rule, we will bring our shields as we go.
Is the roll? There's a 60. If I roll a 6, this could be interesting.
Oh no, this is the 66 then.
Mm-hmm.
Don't roll a 16.
3.
Still potentially have a lasting negative. I should worry about.
Oh, right, yeah.
Unless, we don't want to continue going down for this.
You're at negative. So forearm wounds. You take 2 hits, and you're bleeding at 2 hits around. You manage to force the creature, massive lizard, away from you, and you're at negative 10.
Okay.
We'll come to that in a second. And Leif, the same thing on Leif. No one else rolled lower. Again, no shield for Leif. A bit more serious this time. 22 and a B. We'll roll the B out in front.
Yeah.
Crocodiles.
That's not a croc.
It's not a croc. Here we go. It's a 70. 76.
Oh, okay. Are we going to be eating?
This is late in the fan.
Oh, they're going to be eating.
We just, it's just the danger is getting a wound. It gives them negative.
Yeah.
For a certain number of days.
So, you, it might be the same croc actually that you were fending off from Mython. Probably actually, they only tend to attack singularly, don't they? You get badly cut on your arm, of all places, Leif. You're at negative 30. Take 3 hits around and able to parry. The stun, no parry, etc. is fine. But it's a negative 30 is interesting. So, yeah, it's everything. It's for all actions, it's for mental attacks or spell use or everything. Basically, you're in pain as the simulation. It's a light attack. Sorry, it's a light injury. Could you give me, please, a roll, Leif, and add on your constitution?
Just keep your ears open. So I want high or low?
You want high.
Oh, okay. So 5's not so good.
Not so good. 0.5?
0.5.
Okay. It is a light injury, and it's tissue.
Constitution is plus 44.
Sorry?
Constitution is plus 44.
Goodness me.
What if it was your stuff? How?
He just rolled like a...
God, that's incredible. And he's a half elf as well, so he heals relatively quickly. Not as fast as a human, but so elves heal the slowest, dwarves heal the fastest, humans heal kind of the baseline. With a roll like that, with a constitution like that, and with a it's still considered a light injury if it takes you a day to recover. And the same with this time, you're fine.
Okay, fine.
Cool. Was that the afternoon or the
Morning.
morning? Afternoon.
So before we do the afternoon, we can tack him onto the down tools, and he just wants to retreat, so he can cast the spell. So it's in their heavens. He casts the spell before it happens. You see what I mean? So he's got a spell called Confusion. So if he sees the crop coming, he can cast it on him.
Yeah.
Then it can't attack. Or you just not want to play like that.
Just,
What do you want me to do? Just roll a number?
yes, please.
21.
21. Cool. 21. Yet again,
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't say that.
yet again, these guys in the afternoon this time.
Oh, really?
Yes.
In the daytime.
In the daytime.
Oh.
In the daytime.
You would give us time to hide, yeah?
They come out. There's not many of them, but they come out and they swarm. This time the chance is lower. Can you please give me a 10% chance?
And
Both fine.
Sorry?
is that 10 and under?
Sorry?
Is that 10 and under?
It's 10 and under.
Yeah, the fan.
Oh, no.
Okay.
It was a 10.
10?
57.
Anybody? Anybody else?
No.
Okay. An attack on Mython.
Oh, man. This is room to repeat. Last time I rolled those digs up and they picked them up, I think. Again. It's true.
Claw Talon attack. No DB. No shield. Again. They're not. It's rolled 74 on the attack. B7 and the B. Think of all that juicy experience. And rolling the critical out in the open. Just why not? 60. If I roll 6, your life's going to get very interesting in the thumb. 7. 67.
Oh.
They're the same crit. No, it was 63.
It was a 63 the other time. That would be too weird.
Really, you're only interested in penalties.
Yeah.
You're at -5, which goes in the day. You're fine with them.
She also has a high constitution.
That was the afternoon.
Yep.
And then the evening. One roll for the evening.
Roll again.
Yep.
What have we got to get under?
Oh, hang on.
No, let's hold fire. Let me roll the evening event. What are we doing tonight?
What was the roll?
26.
26 in the evening.
Just, I thought I might just canapes, maybe taking a show.
Some crocodiles.
Done?
What are we doing? What are we doing tonight?
So this time,
This is going to dinner.
this time there's just this noise out
Is that it? Good.
in the jungle. And you see from basically going along parallel to the water's edge and down the outline or the base of the trees. This, and it's extremely odd.
Oh no!
It's not that.
Snail.
It's not that. There's no person, but there's just this gigantic, slimy
Slug.
thing.
It's quite cute though.
Eat your face.
Bit of relative comment.
And nothing happens. It just slowly slimes past your camp.
What rate of guys make of that?
Hash gets going. I've never seen that before.
Okay.
Tahoe's just. It's quite peaceful. It's kind of.
You watch for 4 hours as it goes by.
Yeah, pretty much. It does take a very long time.
Can you see us?
You don't know.
I don't even know.
It's night time, so no, you're not.
Surely we'll move well back.
Yep. And it just over a very long period of time, it just slowly slithers away.
Big day night's getting weird, isn't it?
And that's it for that evening. The next day, however, things change.
It rains.
It doesn't rain.
Pisses down.
It utterly pours.
Bail the boat.
And just completely and utterly just buckets down.
How finished our arc?
What's that? And it just drenches everything. And what is, I mean, this hardly has been a pleasant experience. Every single day, something unpleasant has happened. But just being in this dismal, dire, horrible, messy swamp is just, frankly, horrendous. Roll for the morning, please. Somebody brave.
Can we get on to the boat now, please?
What's that?
Can we get on to the boat now?
That's it. Come on.
16.
16.
Is it?
Let's have breakfast next.
There must be something in the list that's good, right?
Yeah. So again, doesn't no attack. Just several of these. I don't know whether they're trying to avoid the rain, but they are huge creatures, and you see them scuttle away, well and truly away from you. That's it for the morning. Maybe it's because of the rain. Maybe it's because of the fact you've been sitting on this bank for 4 days now. All of your hearts suddenly are uplifted. With Tahoe the Carpenter coming to you all quite quietly, explaining to Pashket that he's done as good a job as he can, and the boat is as good as it can be, and it's time to go.
Oh, huzzah.
So to describe it, it is a 25-foot sailboat originally, so this lounge might be 20 foot, perhaps 25 foot or thereabouts. It's quite big. It's got 3 sets of oar locks on the side, and between Pashket, yourself, and with some guidance from Tahoe, you have crafted some makeshift paddles. They're not great, they're not proper paddles, but you've managed to kind of, using things to bind them together, they can gain a bit of traction both rowing. And Tahoe has done a reasonable job, again with your assistance. You've been sitting on the bank waiting. He's managed to salvage some rotting sailcloth from places and patch up the largely disintegrated sail, but also has got some flax and some other bits and pieces, and has got a makeshift sail. It's, what's that?
We've got tarps as well.
Oh yeah, and using tarps and other material. The sail's not great, but it kind of works. And you all get into this vessel quite happily, actually, and set off down the river.
Right.
It's relatively slow going, but it's a lot more, even in the pouring rain, it's a lot more preferable than traipsing along the now absolutely detested river road. And it is remarkably safer as well. You are able to use the boat as protection and as some way to defend yourselves, and no other roll for that afternoon. I will ask for one roll for tonight to see if anything happens tonight. Someone give me a roll, please. The percentage chance of you being attacked is much less because you're in a much more defensive boat.
32.
32.
More slugs.
Slugs. So again, unfortunately, it's these things that you've seen come from the river previously. Your friends from before. And however, you're aware and you're kind of ready for them, call it that. And it's only a 10% chance of you being struck by one of these each of M.E.R.P.
Oh, no. It's all good.
All good? 2, Silvioross.
And 22.
Silvioross, so just Silvioross.
Think of XP, think of XP.
I don't put my explaining in.
Silvioross, you are attacked, coming over the side of the boat. Slashes you, even with your 4 DB, however, it only does you 6 in a C tiny critical. Rolling the tiny critical. Yeah, roll a critical on yourself, why not?
Oh no.
No, where you go. No, where you go.
You know I had last time you got a good roll.
Yeah. Chris, you can roll.
Can you please roll for Chris? Thank you. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Was it nice and long?
Yeah. Just a scratch. Just for a scratch.
Scratch.
30.
No?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing, Silvioross. You're fine. But you do get the experience. The next day, which is now the 20th, you sail on for the course of that day, and little bit by little bit, something. Firstly, on the 17th, I should say. Just a second. The weather clears. It stops raining, or certainly stops raining as much. The intermittent showers. But a couple of things do change. There's the occasional bit of thunder. Construction stops. As you're sailing down this river, smell begins to, the Ala-Meng stinks. It absolutely utterly reeks. But this is a different smell. It is actually. Yeah, it is.
Sulfury.
It's sulfur. It smells of, sulfur.
Eggs.
Yeah, rotten eggs. It doesn't really smell great. And Pashket turns to you, and he himself is not enjoying the odor. He says, "We are approaching the Sea of Fire."
Oh, nice.
Is that good?
Well, we've got to get over it, don't we?
He says, "The Sea of Fire?
Yeah.
For you, we will stay here, of course. But for you, if you recall." The deal was that they would take you as far as the Sea of Fire, and then you're on your own. For you, the water is boiling hot in the sea, and there are, so they say, call them different names. Lavasil is one name, or Carbon. How do you say in South Tonga? Sea serpent, big sea serpent. But she is very, very hot, very hot.
Have you found that water?
Well, you, friends, you would boil in your armor.
It was a bit in armor.
Well, it would not be good.
You want to get out of your armor, right?
Might get out of armor, bro.
That's a good
Oh yeah, are you in your armor as on the boat? As you
No.
go? Okay. Is anybody in their armor on the boat as you go down?
Well, I'm talking to the armor.
He says, so we will sail out And then we will come, I don't even know the name, but there is the ruins of one of our ancestors' towns on the shores with docks, etc. We will continue round, and at this time and pace, we should reach an old tower. That is where we guides will shelter, assuming it's still there. I am hoping that I will see some of my kinsmen there who were with the previous group, the ones that have been in front of us. We will wait for you. We will wait 14 days, I think was the agreement. I think it's 14 days. And then we will turn for home. We have waited a long time for the boats to be fixed, and already our food is running low. Your food is running low.
What, can I ask, will you be able to get some information from your kinsman?
What sort of information?
About the party that is ahead of us.
Typically, information is kept confidential.
Let's try to explain a little bit more about why. So he'll, do it gently and say, I spoke a little bit about my mission. Specifically, we are chasing the Southern Party because they are bringing about this event. If your kinsman knew exactly what they were doing, would that make a difference to you?
Our kinsmen want to be paid.
I understand. However, these people want to bring about the end of the order, the end of the gods in magic. They want to banish gods and kings and magic from this world, as well as other races apart from humans. That's what they're here to do, and that's why I've been sent by my goddess to come and stop them. I just wondered if that would loosen the tongues of your kinsmen. Any information you have on them would be appreciated.
You would have to speak to my kinsman. We take as a sacred bond that we do not disclose what our clients, who our clients are and what they do. That's what I do, and I would imagine my kinsmen are the same.
Well, we'll maybe speak to them if we can.
If they're there.
If they're there.
Orgiana pray that they're there. Already our numbers thin. And he glances over it.
Well, you're welcome to come with us if you prefer. Try.
We will stay in the tower, thank you, sir.
Very good.
Later that day, not quite later, mid to late afternoon, the smell of sulfur dramatically intensifies, and you don't see necessarily a lot of this, and it's just in places. It's not quite this. But there are.
Nice jokes.
What's that?
Nice jokes.
Yes. In places, there's kind of bubbling mud, and the smell of sulfur and clearly there's some kind of geothermal activity here, and you feel the heat in places, not consistently, but in places the heat of the water. And late in the afternoon, you're still, by the way, traveling through the terrain. Either side of the river is typically this, the Ala-Meng. But you turn and you finally come out in front of you, and the river is widening that you've been following down. And it turns a corner, and there it is in front of you. This open expanse, this huge expanse of water, and it's time to change the sound effects.
So this is the 175. Wacky. So if we meet a sea monster, what's your plan?
I was just going to say, do we have like
Do you think Greta will be able
spear?
to beast master it, or do you think it'll be?
That'll be epic.
It would be good. I mean, get it just like drain us.
Well, actually tow us. I just attach some reins.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, sort that out.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
What else can we do?
Well, the master of kind, caster, waycaster.
Yeah, just gotta work on big things.
Oh,
Where does
one,
it,
just the one target.
Where does it shot does with water?
That's fine.
You shock
any other route.
If I shock about water,
Is it just going to electrify everything? Would it electrify
Very
fast?
it's not an electricity tailing though, is it? Shock valve? Is that only if I don't think it's.
Metals domination. So,
It's just individual.
Is that right? No, that's you.
So you can. Oops, that's a bit loud. So you can hear. You can hear. Hopefully, you can hear.
Yeah, the computer didn't work. Well, that's what we find.
Hello.
Hello.
Hopefully, you can hear in the background. Yes, the sounds of the filth of the Ala-Meng. But you can also hear the sounds of the waves washing against the shore. This is clearly a very large body of water. But if you listen closely, you can also hear the bubbling of geothermal activity or bubbling mud, and the smell of sulfur is definitely in your nostrils. But there are still the sounds of the forest, or the jungle, I should say, around you. You're around the corner, and after coming out into this open expanse, and you turn to your right, and you see in amongst the foliage rotting pillars and buildings, columns and stairs, and clearly docks, etc., that presumably once serviced the M.E.R.P in this area. And this is what it looks like. Or will in a second. So you've come around. Is my mouse going to play ball? So you've come the river mouth that you've come down is kind of over here. You've come down here, and you've turned, and you're now sailing around this coast. And it is mainly Pashket, etc., because I haven't actually checked to see. I don't know. I hope you guys can sail a boat or row a boat, because it's mainly Pashket and Tahoe that's doing this. And you're coming past these dilapidated, decrepit, horrendous-looking ruins. Oh, shivers! And suddenly there, as you're peering up into the ruins, you all see this.
Ah! Along that road. Any swans? Is it mossy?
Very mossy.
It's not mossy, I'm afraid. It's not. Well, I mean, no more than that. And for everybody here, for Keros, for Neathanol, for Etienne, for everybody bar Gray and Tarquin, seeing this suddenly spirals your head back into a series of visions, confrontations, portents, and bad things. Everybody please make a channeling resistance roll, except for Tarquin and except for Grey. And can you remind me, who are those that had the comet on their hands? I have got it here. Yep, and there are some on this part as well. Sorry? I can actually, I'll tell you. It was actually 4 people. It was Leif, Neathanol, Etienne, and Demos. Yep. Sorry? Demos has this strange comet shape coming out of the in-between. On his hand, it looks like as do you all, those that described. So, can I please just give me a second to set this up?
And that's that part there.
Yep.
That's across the channel from the main. On the port.
It's here. So as you sail past, you glance up and there's another kind of part of ruins, and you look up into the ruins.
So this is the road.
No. Remember I said you're on a ship. You're on a.
Oh, so we've crossed. This view is looking at the Dead Sea back.
Yes. So you're actually in the water, and you're looking back this way. Yep.
So it's not in contact with itself.
No, it's still on the mainland. So you've come down. You've come down the river.
Can we get the map out?
Yeah, so we got the map.
Yeah. I got it here.
Just here. You got a map?
Here you go.
It's above the floor.
So you have come down the river, and you are looking at the ruins there. Yep. Correct. Well, it's not quite that. It's further away. Yes. Does that make sense, Matt?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Perfect.
Cool. Right, so that there. And can I get a roll from firstly ethanol, -30, Silvioross, -30. Who else? I say Lake?
Yeah.
At -30. Did I say Mithon?
No comment. No.
Okay. And then I said 4.
Yeah. Demos. Yeah. No. Silvioross.
And Demos. Hang on. It was Leif, Neathanol, Etienne, and Demos.
Oh, fine.
77.
And just a sec. Etienne, -30. Demos, Silvioross, Leif, and Neathanol. Okay. All right.
What was the sound, by the way?
Sorry.
The smallest of the sound. Is that the version of the sound?
Yes. Yeah. So let's start with Demos. This is based on his channeling. Can you give me a roll, please, Demos? And what's his level?
8.
8. Thank you. Give me a roll.
Channeling is -1.
Okay.
44.
Okay. Okay, very good. Let's go on to Mithon, please.
Roll of 89.
89, and what level is she?
She is 10.
Okay. Okay, great. Kyros, give me a roll, please.
Carol.
Yes. Channeling resistance roll.
60.
60, and what level is she, please?
9.
Cool. Oh, you guys are getting tough.
Where's she shooting at?
60, and what's her channel?
Plus 25.
Okay. Plus 25.
Chan, is that so?
Challenge, yeah.
Is this the modifications? Chan,
Yep.
plus 25.
Wow, she's good.
Cheers.
Okay, minus. Okay. Still not quite good enough. Next is Leif, please.
76.
And what's his level?
No.
Okay. Okay. We've done with Etienne, please.
In what base?
I rolled an
Sorry?
natural 77.
Yeah, what was the challenge?
Plus 10.
Yeah, not good enough, sorry. What was it, Graham?
The natural.
Yep.
77 plus 5.
77 plus 5 minus. And her level again, please?
10.
Yep. Okay. And Etienne should be very good, I'd imagine.
28
Oh. Yep.
plus 14.
Oh, I thought it'd be higher. For this channeling. And what level is Etienne?
8.
8. Okay, 60s. Okay. Mython, you are unaffected. You how to do this. There are others in the room that don't know. So
Do you want me to leave?
no.
No, I think it's like this.
Thing is, anybody can watch the video. So actually, if we're doing this online, I would ask Tarquin in particular, because he doesn't have a character in play, to step out of the room. I'm not going to do that. But Mython, you were basically unnerved. You've seen this place in visions previously, way up in the north a long time ago, and then recently they've started again. But you kind of hold true. The hairs on the back of your neck are definitely sticking up. But yeah, you hold basically. Yes. Your companions, however, are not so much. And all of the rest of you who failed and everybody else did, you go through this process again. So first you see the bird that's all around you and near, and it turns and finally looks at you with its cold, dead eyes, and then flies right into you. And then you see the dagger. And the dagger is with you. It's close. It emanates power, immense power. This is the dagger that Heros has carried from the north, basically. And there's a sense of it missing something, a sense of it not being whole. And it has a purpose, and there is a sense of both power and loss. Then there's where you are, which is just compounded on, reinforced on where you are. It's a ruined city, a rotten city. It's in the middle of a steaming, hideous jungle. It's a bad place. It's full of badness and humility. And then, further on, you see the woman in the arch. It's again part of the same ruined, rotten city in the middle of the steaming jungle. There's some dark, foul god on the arch, and words that originally you couldn't understand, but you've been told since, say, Taraknib. And you see a young woman with white hair with her back to you, staring at the arch.
What's her name?
Then there is the sword.
Hey.
And the sword is now a lot closer than it originally was, a lot closer. It resonates massive power, huge power. And it has a sense of missing something, a sense of it not being whole, and it absolutely has a purpose. It is an object of power and might and destruction. Following on from that, is this place. The rock circle. It's still very far away, but it's less far away now. There's a little bit of water between you and it, but it's mostly land between you and it now. It's a cold place. It's a cold place. And you and your companions are looking at this place, a fallen star perhaps, and there's a faint sense of dread and it coming. You get a sense of rock walls and cold. And that leads you onto this place. Again, it's in the same distant place, the cold place. There is an entry that leads its way on. You and your companions are looking at this place. You really don't want to go here. You know you must go. The sense of dread and it's coming is getting closer and closer and closer. Then there is this stone stairway. Again, the same cold, distant place with land in between. You and your companions are looking at this place. Must you go inside? You don't want to go inside, but you must. You know you must. There's a strong sense of dread, and it, he, and the time is coming closer. Then you see this. And this is in the same cold place. And this is a bit of a stranger image. You don't know if you're here, or you don't know if people you know are here. It's hard to make out. The two armies face each other in a cold plain far away. They will fight, and many will die. Battle and bloodshed will soon follow. There is the noise of thunder, and it has begun in a sense of extreme tension and cold. And then the abyss, this terrible, terrible place. Down, 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 down to the fires below. It's a cold place too, but it's hot down below. Too much heat from down below. And the abyss follows on from the other images, you think. You and your companions are looking at this place, are staring at this place, and must act. The ritual is starting. There's a massive sense of dread, and he and the time is nearly here, and there is nothing but pure dread from all of you, until finally it is here. It is amongst you. This again is in the cold place, but there is heat, too much heat from far down below. An overwhelming sense of dread and pure terror. The ritual has finished, and he, it, the thing, time has come. You and your companions are here, and they are the only ones here in this terrible place. No place for a hero. And yet heroes you must be. You must face it, or all, everything will perish. And for some of you, Demos, Leif, and a couple of the others, that's pretty much where you leave it. But a few others, Neathanol and Keros in particular, you see more. What you see utterly terrifies you. You see this painfully beautiful man sitting at the base of these stairs, and he is sitting there and he is trying to touch, he is trying to reach you. He is here, he's almost here. He's almost able to reach out and touch your time and space. And you don't know what he wants, but you know he wants you. And he's here, he's actually here. And now and then, bang. All of that ceases, and you are back in the boat, floating past these god-awful ruins on the shores of the Sea of Fire.
Can we do a lore check?
Sure.
You're right, God's law.
Okay.
Anatomy.
Sure.
Having seen that figure, the golden boy.
Yep, sure.
Yeah, right.
Give me a roll. Just give me one second. Hold that roll. Just give me 1 second.
Are you doing alcohol as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just 1 tick. Very good. What was the roll, please?
8-0.
8-0. Cool. Keros, a bit of information in the chat when you're ready.
Plus 37.
Oh, roll again, please.
37.
37. Plus 66. Oops, you shouldn't know that. 97 plus 6. And what's your skill and roll goals?
That was 37.
37. And what's the additional roll?
That's 37.
237.
Yeah, my plus 37. I rolled 37.
Ah, cool. Thank you. Got it. Okay. You don't know for sure, but you think, going back to your school days, way back to your school days, that golden child might be some kind of archangel, perhaps. Some kind of demigod, not a god, kind of maybe a servant of the gods. Maybe perhaps a Rohir, king of the gods, the lord of lightning and the lord of spells and the lord of weather. Maybe? I'm not sure.
And did I get a sense that that thing wanted to harm us or help us?
You don't know. But it was here. Sorry?
Can I do a roll too?
Sure.
Brain's finished.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I do an old god roll as well?
Yeah, sure.
81 plus. Is it law or divination? Law.
Law.
15.
You're not sure, but you think that Neathanel is right. So Neathanel is more positive than you, but you think that that could be some kind of demigod, some kind of servant of the gods, definitely not a god. Yeah, sure.
No, but I can only do it on a description. From what I'm told, I haven't seen it, obviously.
Sure.
Will help me out. 56, 43.
56. What's your skill on old gold?
43.
43.
So I'm least interested in. I'm interested in the whole process of doing that. I'm more interested in.
So what you, Tarquin, and Grey have seen is your companions all just kind of freeze and just stare fixedly at us. As far as you're concerned, an inexplicable, just that view, looking from the boat further inland. When they tell you about it, assuming they do tell you about it, you don't discern anything.
Keros is a wee bit distressed and would like to share some.
Okay.
Is now a good time?
Up to you.
Is now a good time? Okay. So on suddenly seeing this location, there is a rush and a snap, and suddenly Keros is back in the black place. I had forgotten the black place upon awakening, but all of its horrors and its despair suddenly comes rushing back. The things that happened there, what I saw, what happened to me. I can't quite recall, but I know it was very bad. It's just out of my memory, like an itch that I can't scratch, but I now remember it was there. I'm totally terrified on what I will remember, and then suddenly in the middle of my dread I hear a voice. It's a woman's voice. She's stern and calm, and it fills my mind completely, though some of the words are fractured and fragmented. In anger, you have not come to my house. I did not wake you, but gave strength back, help to speak, act. Yet you are mine, child, but you no honour. I teach you honour, faithless child. We know who this is. Sad and afraid, we trying to help you for what comes. Ends maybe we cannot see, still comes. Reaching, mortal, but our servants can't anymore. Saved once in the North Sea, it took all, prevent doom. Our power fades, no longer mortal plane. We'll help, but faith is needed. The King, our Lord, he has been trying. Help the weather, where are, he is trying. We fear determination, end of us, end of all. You must triumph, you must.
So, the weather, that's interesting. What's said about the weather?
It just says the weather, where, ... where you are.
Before it said try, though, right?
So the line is the King, ... our Lord, ... he has been trying, ... help, ... the weather.
He has been trying to help you with the weather. Maybe that's why it's so wrong.
Or is the weather preventing?
Where you are, where are, he is trying.
I think the weather has helped us, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So this is Hera, right?
Oh yeah.
What is it, Sheila?
Yeah.
Where you belong to sort of now.
Yeah.
And you still have a Lord that's is right here. Who's the Lord?
Yeah.
So we've got two gods that have been in touch. That's nice.
That's nice.
I think we should do a lot of praying.
Well,
Were you supposed to
go back.
We,
yeah, but we didn't go back. I didn't go back. But has it been 3 months?
So she's talking about, I think, the dark place which she died.
right.
Being terrified.
I think actually in hearing the gods have been in touch again, should we all take a moment to pray?
You do so.
Yeah, for us.
Yep, Kira's sexual. She'll do anything.
Okay.
Knees, ankles, elbows.
How's she feeling after that?
She probably feels like she'd like to have a little vomit.
Leif would want to go and comfort her, but would be the step side for great comfort. That's for sure.
No, group has.
Yeah, we know that. We will. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting question. So,
can I share?
Is anybody not praying?
Yeah, probably brave, probably wouldn't be brave. It's not to believe in them.
Okay.
But he wouldn't say anything. He just wouldn't be saying the words. He can't be Kira.
Okay.
Leif and the panel will do will say words and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're in an odd position because I think that their lack of belief in this world is not like lack of belief in our world.
Yeah.
Because there's proof that gods exist.
Yeah.
We have seen it. Yeah, but it's about if you devote your life, have chosen to devote your life to it. And they haven't. Well, Milan has, but she's not sort of aware of. I suppose she's aware of the goddess that she prays to, but it's nature. So she would, for the first time in her life, actually consciously, perhaps, think good thoughts to her.
Yeah.
But like everybody one of it, like sort of genuinely praying.
We'll just go on.
I think Etienne's going to say a few words, that's all right.
Yeah, sure. Please.
They move among us, they walk in fresh fields. Their tracks are on the land. They are everywhere and no place. In a state not contained by man. In a church not made with his hands.
Nice.
Yeah, they're not really around here, are they?
They're trying.
Sorry.
I can see something not praying.
Ready? All this shit, it's not affecting him at all.
No. He probably see right at the top of the
Ah.
He hasn't seen this. Thinks this is weird. Don't feel like anything's praying.
Bunch of
An unbeliever.
It's different from being told something to actually experiencing it.
Right.
And I think he'd think you're all a bit crazy.
Right, because that's all we've seen, right?
Wait till the portal starts.
Wait till you get murdered by demons and goddess.
So, based on the description, that was written and like see it, but the fan who saw the portals before was the Arch last time.
Yeah.
She in particular will be going, I think that is one of the many godlike beings to buy, like angelic beings who wants to come kill us. Or a helpful one.
That's when we definitely interrogate his mind, but I think he's done there with that prior roll.
An archangel, huh?
Any other actions I should be aware of? So going on for dusk, just after that, dusk, very late afternoon, you turn another corner, basically just out of shot on screen, and you see the
tower. Yeah.
Almost like you can read his mind.
At least it's still there.
I think there might be a genetic link.
You said it before. We're going to the tower.
That's right, people listening.
And you bring the boats. It is mainly Pashket handling it, so I'd be curious to see how you handle any boat you do. You move it. It's quite easy rowing at this stage. Really flat, calm water. The weather has been very, very good, very kind to you. And you move the boats around, and you can see here there's mouldering old docks here and here. And as you get to kind of about here, as you first see the tower, Pashket puts up his hand and blows into it, and the GM can't do it on this occasion, but one of you guys might be. They're perfect, there you go. Makes that kind of call. And there's a pause, and you can see Pashket is... Pashket is just tense. He's just waiting. And then, what seems after an age, there is an answer in the call.
Different tones.
Perfect. That was good. Coming from the tower, and you can see the weight from Pashket's shoulders just drop, and he's clearly very, very relieved. Hokipasu, definitely.
The one with the chocolate blocks side is vegan, if you'd like, otherwise it's...
Vegan? I don't want vegan. Not vegan.
That's vegan, wait.
Yeah, that's right.
Meat lollies.
Give me a meat lolly.
I'm not going to ask for a meat lolly as long as
You tether the boats, and you get out all your packs, etc. You tether it to here, and you take your packs along the stretch. You might just point with the pointer so our viewers can see, and you walk your way along here, and about here you glance up, and there's a figure upstairs in the tower, and you can see up in the tower there's what was once probably a main hall here, and then there's another level here, and then there's a third level here, and then the top. So that's actually split between two levels from what you can see. But there's someone standing at this level here with a composite bow, not aimed at you, but just watching you as you come. He looks like this. Oh, damn it! Damn it!
They wear a lot of clothes. Someone's so hot, aren't they?
What's that? Yeah, we might just.
44 degrees in there. You can still see your back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Why is it doing that?
Could be a brother.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy here is the guy with the bow. You come inside the archway, and a couple of things that you notice about this tower. So firstly, the tower is lacking in a lot of the creeper you can see on screen. And there are wooden spikes. Some look very new, some look quite old, but wooden spikes which have been crudely attached to that I just need to be careful not to do what I did before. There we go. Crudely hammered around this level here in kind of a ring to stop something or someone climbing up. All the ivy has been taken away and removed. And as you come into the ground, there's no calling, but clearly there's more than one person up there. As you come into the ground floor, you look up, and there's the decaying remnants of a spiral staircase, which kind of finishes at about that bookshelf height. It's gone. But up above, some 40 foot above you, is a hole in the ceiling, a trapdoor basically, and a rope ladder is a piece of rope, very thick, old, kind of almost greenish in colour. It's been there for a long time, but it's quite sturdy. Is snaking down. It's thick, and it's got these massive knots in it. It's clearly a way of climbing up. And then some other ropes have dropped down, and some other heads appear over the top of the hole above you. 1, 2, 3. The man you saw with the bow, and then 4.
Any alpacas?
No alpacas. And you attach your no words have been said yet. You attach your packs, etc. But you notice that Pashket clearly knows these people. There's smiles actually from above. Your packs are attached and are hoisted up, and each one of you, one by one, climb up this rope. I'm not going to ask for a climbing maneuver. When you climb up inside this ground floor, there is another, again improvised, this time wooden ladder, up about 10 foot up to the next floor above. You don't know what's there. And you can clearly see that this area has been maximised as much for defence as possible. There's piles of rocks up there, there's stones, there's a lot of fuel for fires, all kinds of things, and there's some sleeping mats down here and bedding down here as well. There's a small cooking fire in this area. And as each one of you comes up, the area is about 40 foot square, so it's kind of, the tower's not quite scale, so it would be kind of the width of this room and then half again wide. It's quite a large space. The 4 men that are up in this tower greet Pashket warmly. Certainly this guy, and this guy greet Pashket warmly, and they're courteous towards Tahoe. But that's probably not what captures your attention so much as this woman here, lying awake, with her back against the wall, with clearly a very badly broken leg. She looks in terrible condition, and is holding a loaded one of these in her lap, and is watching your every move and looking utterly murderously at you. At that stage, Julian's going to go grab military.
Anyone got questions? Connections.
Take avoidance, spell deflections.
She hasn't fired it at you.
No.
I think that's such a. Who else has got the city earbuds?
Yeah.
So for listening in on their conversation, please share information with them about the party without letting on the list. Taking Nathan's got another set, so we just take fortunes to quietly listen for 2 hours. An hour each to it.
It's just one.
Yeah, no, the guides discuss their group amongst themselves in the retreat, and give us allows to.
Can we speak in our language for the parts?
Sorry?
Can we speak in our language for the parts?
We can, but let's not just let them on. Let them know that we can understand them. The point is, if the guides discuss the parties that got in between.
Oh, I know. Once they're finished, though.
Well, let's not.
Well,
betray
because
their
we
trust.
could then talk to about them without the lady knowing.
Well,
yeah. We could. But
I don't think we want to betray their trust, but show that we've got their trust.
Yeah. No. Okay. All right.
We can find we can move away. She just keep lying there and got the level, go to the core of the room and discuss.
Yeah.
Make it feel even more uncomfortable. I just chose the wrong side.
Well, we can go with Retail, we're going to free rent, but
And they don't know who we are. She doesn't know who we are. Right?
You reckon?
She's UPT.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe.
I don't think stuff. We want to pop it, I reckon.
Well, I think we should assume that she does.
Well, she might not know grey in happen, because it's things like minus past that people have.
She might not recognise the own.
That's true, that's true.
I mean, I can give it some shit.
What do you think we should do?
Kill her somehow. Yeah. And she brought that, should have brought that around again, too.
Should I? Yeah.
Well,
Lovely,
maybe
imagine.
go back.
Strapped to the back.
It was not bad.
What time is that? 4. It's 4 now. And what time do you need to go?
It actually does not seem
Cool.
so your knife does have a rolling skill. Strange enough, his sailing skill is just a little bit better.
Now can cast focused wind.
Actually,
Yeah, it's great at parties.
So he's got very minimal skill. He's got 33 sailing and 28 so
But that means
It's better than 0.
big on the two. It's the principle of it.
buffeted by strong winds as long as the character concentrates.
We want strong ones or not.
I know, I mean pushing the boat in the right direction.
But clearly, does it mean you're going fast space?
Well, yeah.
It's a good idea. I really don't think that is your run forward. Chris, can you come and show me exactly on the map where the best shot is, please? I mean, but that's the best way to do it, right?
I don't even know what I want to do.
Who's got a good dagger skill?
Pretty good.
What is it?
What is a dagger? What's a dagger skill?
I've got a dagger. I don't know what a skill.
My base is 59.
Where's my...
Half my broadsword would be what it would be.
My dagger still isn't throwing the dagger, not.
Is it half broadsword?
Well,
No, it's all broadsword.
So only 30.
What about short?
I'm -4. How can you be minus in a skill?
Because you're
Oh, it's because I died.
pretty harangued.
A
I
rank.
was just going, if the dagger needs to be used, it's 59, it's not bad.
No,
Which dagger? Kyros' dagger.
Yeah, no, I could throw it, but I
I don't have a rank.
Do you mean Kyros' dagger?
Yeah, when
The
the
special
time
dagger.
So is it a quarter of your sword skill that your dagger skill?
depends what kind of sword. It's half short sword
Ah,
or quarter broadsword.
I've got skill sets, basically a short sword.
but yeah, you
So you're 30, whatever.
Of course, 35 plus something 3, so yeah. Which isn't good actually.
So long sword,
The quarter of that.
quarter of 12 is 3.
The quarter of 12 is rubbish.
Not you.
So how can that be 3, but then my actual dagger is -1? 4.
I don't know what that means.
3, 4.
Look at the right.
Oh, that's just too confusing.
So what Tarek Nebulaw can we remember?
demon.
That's the word demon, but we know the name.
We've been able to them, but we're going to fill these gates.
Wasn't there like an option of going like straight inland or going around?
Well, there's that big long stretch there with the water runs.
Yeah.
So you can go up,
Okay.
Or not.
Should we just go home? I should do this. Actually, we could probably just say we don't want to do this.
Yes.
Yeah, we could.
We've come a long way.
The world will end.
The world will end.
Which doesn't mean we can't quit. Just doesn't matter how far you
It's never
come.
too late to
Quit. It's never too late to quit.
And if the gods get angry with us, we know that at the moment the reception to us is really bad, so they're actually not going to spite us.
Okay.
I mean, we're already there.
We good, guys? Ready to kick off? Okay. So,
Yeah, not just yet.
so have a think about just timing. Aiden's going to have to shoot away about 4:30. I'll be keen to play on until 5:36, but Graham, I'm conscious that you might not be. Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're going to call it there?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. Of course, because you came with it. Yeah. Okay. Yes. I guess we're right there. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Mindful, Graham, that you're probably needing a
Oh,
breather.
my rest, yeah.
Yeah. So coming up into after these people have greeted themselves, Hashcat turns to you and says, "This man, he is Mordor. He is leader." And okay, let me just give you a narration first. Then he turns to this man, Mentor. He is my brother's, sister's, aunt's, roommate's, cousin's, dog's, roommate's, friend's, sister, boyfriend's, twice removed. He is a good man. He has been the Sea of Fire several times. Mordor, this is his 6th time to go. Cholo, he is a good man. He has been twice to the Sea of Fire. This is Slata. He says Slata, and this man nods. Slata is carpenter. And you can see that Slata's got a bandage, pretty badly bandaged. He's looking quite pale. He's clearly been in the wars too. Moro steps forward and says, "You are welcome." And he speaks actually a bit of Westron, which you quite appreciate. It's unusual. Slips in a few Westron words. You are welcome. We just simply know this place as the Tower. It is the place of refuge. We guides, we wait for you to do your business, and we spend time fortifying and making good this place. Please make yourselves comfortable. You may sleep down here or upstairs if you wish. Choice is yours. This woman here, her leg is clearly at a very unusual angle, and she's very, very pale. She looks fucking shocking, actually, very unwell. She's nursing a cut across the forehead, dried blood here as well. And she has, you've seen them, quite a number of these before, these little miniature crossbows, easily to conceal, but sitting in her lap quite openly. And as she is just sitting there staring daggers at the rest of you. What do you do?
Nessa would like to activate her earbuds. Because she is interested to know what these people will talk to each other about in their own language.
Okay.
She's not going to let them know that she's understanding.
Yep.
The other thing she'd like to do is prepare.
Mm-hmm.
And
let's activate the earbuds first.
Okay.
So give me one.
54.
54. So yep, that works. When would she have done?
Oh, as soon as she came up.
Okay.
So she wants to hear them talk to each other.
Okay.
Cool.
So. So, yeah, they share quite a bit of information. Modo and Hashcat speak quite a lot together first. This is what they say, very, very early on, just as you come up. This is
my channel.
Yep. Just come.
One presumes they can.
We got anything?
Well, it's all right. Don't bring back. It's cruel. Not really. Thanks, but let's get some propaganda going. You don't know about that, do you?
And she's preparing.
Yeah, she would also like to prepare.
Are any of you doing anything about this woman?
So Tackle wants to walk over to her and essentially use his interrogation skills to work.
Right, she's got it loaded.
House. So okay, we'll play that now. So anybody else doing anything?
I think Etienne would be introducing himself very charmingly to everybody, including the lady.
Okay. So how do we? So we've got to maybe should roll to see who came up first. Anyway, so first things first. Let's say Nathaniel came up one of the first. Makes a lot of sense. Perhaps she's quite lithe, so she came up and wrote quite early on. She cast the earbuds, and that spell went off successfully, and put some information through to you. Then Etienne has come up, and and the introductions obviously happened when all of you were present. I guess, do we need to tell me Etienne and Tarquin? And please tell me anybody else that wants to intervene in this. Do we need to roll to see who would act first? Etienne being charming or Tarquin act?
Tarquin would wait for Etienne, but he generally would defer to what Etienne's doing. So
okay.
He'd wait, and obviously if she was relaxed and nice, he'd seem to engage, in a way instead of interrogating her, he'd try and charm her.
Okay. Give me a roll, please. Is anybody else just hold that? Keep that roll, please. Sorry, but is anybody else doing anything I need to be aware of?
Nathaniel will after checking with the head guide, Pashket, anything the head guide, Modo, would offer to see if she can give any healing to the shoulder bear carpenter.
Okay.
Not herbs, but healing or minor spells.
Okay, sure. What was the charm roll, please?
96.
Sorry?
96.
96. Roll again.
Oh, he's a charming.
Charming and smart.
62.
Plus 62. What's the skill, please?
Charm plus 83.
Jesus.
Just drip it off,
What do you say?
So basically, he's just going to look at everyone and grin and just sort of,
not
including the lady. He's not going to bat an eyelid at her and pick up. He's just going to be really nice and sincere. He's going to introduce himself more fully and say, "God, what a godforsaken place."
Sorry.
So
check language. What language is he using?
well, I think they're just speaking in Febronic. Is that right?
Correct.
Yeah. He's hating Febronic, so he's quite loose in it. So he's going to be his charming self and going to sort of reference the old gods in this terminology just to keep the new people on, and he's just going to sort of say what a journey it's been, and so good to see some friendly faces, and he'll include the lady and give her a nice big grin, and a fellow adventurer too. It's nice to make your acquaintance.
Okay.
And basically, and just recount something of their journey, and just charm the socks off of them. Just what he wants to be as nice as possible, just to ingratiate himself.
Okay.
And he'll reference their goddess and say, and then he'll fall silent for a bit and announce, what a brave, talk about Silsee and what an incredible brave man he was, an inspiration, and how he's helped, how much he helped us, and he's given his life, and what a fine man he was, that kind of stuff. Without going OTT about it, but just, basically recounting the tale and basically bigging up his group that brought them through all these dangers, and we got here thanks to these fine people and their great abilities, yada yada yada.
Well, Mozo clearly understands. All of them, by the way, I meant to say, all of them have got some kind of injury. Nothing major, but all of them have got cuts and abrasions, etc. The carpenter is the one with the main one, but all of them definitely seen some grim days. Mozo just breaks into a grin. You get the sense he's quite a gruff individual. He says something to Pashket, and Pashket nods, and this guy just breaks into a big grin. You are welcome, friends. You and your companions are welcome. Welcome. Fine words indeed. You're a man of God, they say.
And Etienne responded that, oh God, not particular to his Aphrodite, but he will say, God to be with us, or in their phraseology and bound.
You get the sense, definitely Moro knows what you're saying. Menta does. Cholo, you're not quite sure. And the poor carpenter really doesn't. But the carpenter is definitely in the vibe of the discussion. And your words are really welcome. It's been a really shit few days for all concerned. And Etienne's very pretty, he's very good looking. I don't quite know how to climb the rope with one hand, but anyway. And the same with Keros. Flying, I'm assuming. Levitate up, yes.
Good entrance.
Yes. You mark off some PowerPoints accordingly. But yeah, his words seem to really land, and there are smiles. You get the sense they probably haven't been a lot of smiles in this place for a while, but definitely you're greeted warmly, and Pashket, whatever Pashket just said to Modo.
I just meant that, but Nathan will know, of course.
Yes, Nathan would know. Something?
Salad. Not
Oh,
bad.
that one. The beans.
The beans, that's all the stuff.
Well, there's a lolly side of the thing.
Do you mean rabbit
Pivot food.
My body doesn't like chocolate for lunch, like every day.
No. Day on, day off.
Yeah, maybe.
Day on, day on, day off, day on, day on.
I do. Yeah. Keeping more see that now.
Cool. Pizza Hut starts tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah.
And any reaction from the other lady with the crossbow?
None. Stone faced, staring at Etienne. If anything, she just raises the crossbow a little slight, not raises, but she just makes sure she's got her hands on it.
He doesn't matter.
She's got I should have mentioned, she's got a short sword by her side as well, and she.
Cool.
Magical.
Okay, she's prepared for us.
So, as I understand it, I've cast this before.
Yep.
She's got a spell called Leave Item, which teleports a single inanimate object to a point 100 feet away. There can be no GD barriers in the direct line between the target and the point. For this purpose, the barrier is anything the object cannot physically go through the object's maximum weight limit of a pound per level, so 10 pounds.
Yep.
As I understand a crossbow, a bolt is placed into the mechanism, and then then the mechanism is released by a trigger, and then that propels the bolt out. Could she, I don't know the ins and outs of the crossbow, but she's seen one of these before, could she teleport the bolt out of the crossbow?
She does have other bolts, by the way, just as a heads up.
Oh, I know, but
Yep.
that takes time to load.
So the mechanism here, by the way, is slightly unusual. These are, just as a quick aside, these are a real crossbow. They're called a latchet crossbow, and they can be used one-handed. They're extremely inaccurate over a long distance, but at close range, they can do some damage. They are complete. Could she remove the bolt? Really? Well, it's.
I managed to know crossbow, but yeah, I'm just interested.
It's an interesting question. It's a whole thing for the movie. Someone's got a gun and they're like, would you dare? And they're like,
exactly. She thinks once she's pulled that trigger, we know it's all on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Could she remove the bolt? How's it held there? No, there's nothing actually holding it in place. Yeah, I would say you can.
So she'd like to teleport it at 100 feet away. Basically, she's facing the hole in the wall.
Yep.
She'll just put it 100 feet away and just let it fall.
Out the window.
Yeah, out the window. So it's quite a long way. I don't think anyone will see it, so she'll just do that.
Okay.
Does she know?
What?
Does she know that her bolt's gone?
No.
This woman? No, she
Well, she's looking at it. She knows it's bit, but yeah,
She's not right.
Yeah. Okay. So
Might change the weight.
she's prepared for rounds. Certainly, obviously within the weight limit.
Yeah.
So cool.
40.
40. I would say that spell goes on and is successful. I would say for future reference, if you wanted to do this again,
Yeah.
oops, there's my. Oh, then shut that off. One second. In terms of replicating this, the reason I'm making this relatively easy to do is because she's static. She's got a completely messed up leg. She's not going anywhere. If you were dealing with a target that was walking around or moving, I would give a negative for the roll. But it's quite an obvious thing, and it is static. So any kind of resistance roll on that? Does it mention? No? Okay. The spell's successful. The bolt vanishes and goes up the window.
So cool.
Does she notice? Okay.
Yeah, and we'll keep eyes on it.
Yep.
We're not going to draw a weapon or anything.
Yep.
But she's going to be poised.
Okay.
To attack. Opportunity. If that click happens,
Yep.
if she pulls that trigger, opportunity attack.
Okay.
If Tarkin's going to wander over and plonk himself down this roof,
Okay.
introduce himself, then ask her name.
Okay.
If she does.
Yep. Fantastic. We'll play that out. Any other actions from either Grey or Demos or Leif or Mathan or etc. Now, by the way, your players know that Nathaniel has removed the bolt. Your characters may not. Would require perception.
Graham just probably want to keep Silvioross out away from any kind of firings. So they probably just kind of keep her behind him.
Okay. Away from the trapdoor.
Away from the trapdoor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Leif, Mathan.
Mathan is going to, at an appropriate time, so not jumping straight.
Do we want to map out the scene, perhaps, or not?
Is she going to fire?
I don't know what you're going to do.
Why do you think he's mapping out the scene?
Yeah, well, perhaps. But generally, Mathan is going to wait until an appropriate moment to offer healing to any of their party. She can only do minor irritation healing and hit healing, but maybe the hit healing will be helpful.
Okay.
And we'll keep her distance from the lady.
Yep.
Lady will be friendly and sort of back eating up, basically.
So in terms of the offer of healing, I'm going to let whatever's going to play out here play out a little bit before. Yep. Anything that Keros is going to do.
She's going to pick up her cat.
Yep.
The cat shield, and to comfort Keros, Victory, and also she'll just try and smile at the crazy lady with the bowl,
okay.
And not look too ugly, like this. Not undo it again.
Okay.
And she wants to get into it.
The floor's yours.
So he'll plop himself down next to her.
He starts walking the water and she raises the bolts. She does notice at this stage, she's looking at it, she's pointing at it, a Titan that's empty. And she says something very, very bad to Brian.
What does she say?
Fuck.
At which point I think Tarkin would jump on her and deliberately try and cause her pain with her broken limb, and essentially try and subdue her, because what he wants to do is interrogate her for information.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We are going to
smash.
We are going to
I'm going to take my cat and my boyfriend downstairs. Bye!
Let's just put the name of the cat the same name.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
Window.
Man, that sounds like business to me.
Is that it's young kids or something, maybe? It looks a bit different.
Whole wall. Other window. Window. Side where the stairwell.
Where's the trapdoor?
Yeah, coming. Give me a second.
Come on,
Jesus, what's your asking, man? Take it to your bill.
Steps going down, gone now. Trapdoor cut into the boards, and then trapdoor down, and then a trapdoor up with an improvised ladder up over here. Bags, packs, etc. Surprise there.
Supplies.
Long pieces of wood and stuff here. There's a hole in the wall here. There's a fire here, and presumably the smoke heads out there.
Sorry, Chris, what's this?
Pieces of wood and bits of carpentry. Your guide, that is dead. The carpenter is over this side of the room. Pashket is here.
Get away from that trapdoor, Pashket.
Hang on.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the show
Dumb
trapdoor?
place to stand, isn't it?
Bad idea.
Perfect. This woman is here with the back up against the wall.
It even has a crossbow.
It even has a crossbow, of course. 3 different looking. What do we got? Yep. So 1, 2.
Does he know what a spell casts softball? And then we can put the softball on. That'd be awesome.
Modo is here. The other 2 others are here. The 2 carpenters are kind of getting to know each other here. Put yourselves where you want to be. I'd say this woman wouldn't have wanted anybody to get within 10 foot of her, which is kind of there-ish.
Well, the Anthony was talking. The Anthony was talking to the group.
Where are we going to hang?
Yep.
I don't know. Should we go upstairs?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Etienne was talking to them.
Yes.
to them.
Or do we want to be far away from all those guys?
Yeah, I don't
So where am I?
The lad would be talking with him. But I suppose
No, he's going to start here, right?
Give her a little bit of room, because she's getting quite twitchy. Anybody kind of coming anywhere close to her. So, all right. Let's go into.
So before we go into rounds, can I just be as prepped as possible? So I'm just going to prep for 2 rounds otherwise.
Prepped? Okay. Yeah. You plenty of time to prep.
Something I've not done all day.
I'm really sure the count comes to that.
Okay. So what triggers the action is you. So hang on. Talk me through. I thought he was running and jumping.
So
on you.
yeah, I'm going to slightly amend what he's doing, right? So what he wants to do is he's going to notice this woman's been unfriendly.
Yep. Pretty apparent. Yep.
Yep. Going to cast a spell called Confusion.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he's going to go interrogate her.
Okay. Sure. At what stage is he casting confusion? Obviously,
now.
Before he goes and interrogates her. Okay. Give me a roll, please.
D100, right?
Boys.
50.
50. Sure. $50. And what's his level? 8. Okay. And you are what level?
8.
8. How about that?
You know the spell, Chris?
I think I do. But I'm going to ask you to read it out, assuming it goes off. Okay, she's got to roll that or better to succeed. She's got to roll, just for dramatic effect, she's got to roll 60. Got to roll 63 or better to succeed. So if she rolls 63 or under, she fails.
Okay. So, yeah, I went to the roll and I just want to check exactly or understand the mechanics of the spell.
There's a 0.
That's pretty nice.
She rolls another 0. Not.
Oh, you're in 100.
Correct.
Oh, that was
Just
do a 1.
Simple instruction.
A 1 would be good.
4.
Cool. Spell fails for her. What's the?
Well, so she can't take any action.
Can you read out the definition, please?
So that means you're not going to jump on. Sorry, confusion. Target, the woman, is incapable of making decisions or initiating action. May continue to fight current foes in self-defense.
Okay.
Abe wasn't even trying.
What's that?
So with that spell having gone off, he's going to then go over and interrogate her.
The
So
grey one is
can I move my piece?
You, of course, don't know if it's worked or not. The player does, but the character doesn't.
Yeah, okay. That's weird, but sure.
She doesn't act.
Cool. And he's going to interrogate her for information. So he's going to ask for her name. He's going to ask who she's with in the party.
She's confused.
She can't provide action. Right? So she's confused about doing something. She can't. If it's gone off, she can't get me.
Okay.
She isn't involved in that.
So you're over. So you walk over, and she's kind of just looking really puzzled and just
confused.
But bemused. And you start
interrogating her.
You begin to, and you just hear this, "Yo!" And
a friend. I can't cast confusion altogether. But another one.
No, you don't want to do that.
Another black.
What are you doing to our client?
I'm talking to her.
What are you talking to her about?
I'm trying to find out what's going on with her. I'm just having a chat. I would use my charm skill on him. No. Seems reasonable.
Okay, good roll.
What's the bit I roll like? 3.
8.
My charm is 93.
Charming, actually, that is bang on.
101,
8 plus 93.
Yeah.
Still pretty charming.
I'm going to give you a negative here. So the way I think about it is, if you're dealing with a purely neutral party, you get a 0. If you're dealing with a slightly positive, so for example, Etienne's charm roll was a 0 because there's no negative. This guy is looking, what are you doing? He's not necessarily approving. Look, near success. basically, he's going, okay, but why? I mean, you can speak to me. There's no need to bother my client, but he's not really staunch. You get the feeling that if you kept talking, you could probably give it another go by plus 20.
If I keep going with him, I will have another go at charming him into letting him sit down and talk with him.
How long does the confusion spell last? What's this?
Well, if it says in rounds, she gets a resistance roll. It's 10% every round for 10 rounds. So 140 seconds.
Okay.
I presume.
Yep.
92.
92.
Nice. I think they're going to invite you away for a
Okay. Yeah, all right. Okay. Go easy, right? She's not feeling well.
It's me, baby. What's she broken to right leg or left leg?
Left leg.
So,
hang on a sec. Hang on, we'll just play this out. That interaction took a round for you to try to charm him. So she gets a roll the next round. And she suddenly whips the bow up in front of your face. Back off, you!
Check the duration, it's not right. Well, it's 10 rounds. One round, 13% failure. 13% failure.
Sorry?
One round, 13% failure. So 10 rounds. There's nothing about continued resistance rolls.
Well, hang on. I was going with what he said. I've just made the continuing resistance roll, so yep, we're going with that. So she whips up the bow and says, "Back off."
Okay, I'm going to pretend to fall over onto her broken leg.
Hey, reasonably.
You have a go at me, lady. I'm going to have a go at you.
Reasonably flat terrain. Give me.
I'm going to fall apart onto a leg.
Give me an acting roll. You have acting?
I don't know.
Surely.
Acting roll.
Surely.
I should have chosen acting. She didn't work the bow, right? I mean, come on. It seems like a sensible thing to do. I doubt I had acting. No, I don't.
Get a fright when you fall.
But I do have trickery.
No. Trickery is sleight of hand. This isn't sleight of hand. This is you making a convincing acting.
Sure, okay, I don't have acting.
Give me a roll. Yep, this is modified by. Damn it.
So she's allowed to have a crossbow pointed at me, but I'm not allowed to walk over to her. Those guys are weird.
Yeah.
Do I know, have I...
So shall I make a roll?
Not yet.
What's that? No, after 40th.
Acting, presence, and empathy.
So it's better to get it in the presence and empathy, did you say, right?
Yes.
Okay, 40 for 17 is 57 minus 1, 56, 28.
28.
Yeah.
So you get 8 plus 3 to this roll.
We've got lots of
9.
Okay. You are completely and utterly unconvincing in your acting. So basically, you would do something of the equivalent of "oops" and then fall on your leg. Like it doesn't fool anyone.
Sure.
There is a click as she tries to fire the crossbow at you. Nothing happens. And you land on her leg.
What does she have to do with that?
Yeah. She.
Maybe you do. You could be hitting. You could accidentally fall with your knife. Like, oh no! We don't want to find out what's there though.
I don't want to fight with the gods.
We don't need to fight it.
Yeah. We've got monsters to fight. We don't have to be fighting with dudes.
It'd be interesting to see if our guys would turn on us. They would.
Can the rest of the party act?
Yep, we'll go into rounds after this. Okay, 5 plus 8.
Too short tempered off me.
Oops.
Where'd you get your little dark photo from, Chris?
Alex gave it to me. She screams in pain, and we definitely go into rounds right now. Rolling initiative. You're on the grounds. Tarquin, kind of half across her leg. She is that, and that, definitely.
Yeah, great. I feel like I don't want to engage.
Is this? Oh no, no. You're around.
Go up to that second room.
Yeah, just that one.
Oh, really?
Go high.
But I was
Yeah.
very white.
Okay. Initiative. There we go. That's
tells
better.
me that Grey has no game at all.
He's cute. Chaos is so ugly.
Nathaniel, you are first to act once you see Tarquin fall on this woman's leg.
So, Tarquin, Nathaniel's going to speak to you in what race is the lady with the crossbow?
She's human. Human.
Human, looks human, not
Yeah, looks human.
Nathaniel is going to speak in their own tongue, Kenya, and is going to tell you we don't need a fight here. Do not aggravate our hosts. Really important.
I don't understand, unfortunately.
Anything else?
Well, not understand. I thought it was an elf.
That's what you know.
Yeah, well, what elven tongue do you speak?
Help me out, Chris. Silvioross.
Sindari? Mm-hmm.
That one.
Okay. Anything else? That's 10% of action.
Yeah, she's not. She's obviously she's heard. Yeah. So it's just she's gonna look at you and implore you not to back off.
Okay. Cool. Like, any action from you?
He would like to hold his action to see. He's expecting other people to rush forward and do something, but he'll wait until other people have acted.
Okay. So, Modo, it's a distance, sees that he's been watching this interaction. Everybody in the thing is watching this interaction. Sees this, very short distance, rushes over and kicks Tarquin as hard as he can.
That's pretty mean. Now I want to stab him.
Oh, I think
Just
just
kick by the
escalate,
hand.
don't they? Just escalate.
Huh?
He doesn't look like he was feeling good. He's not at all. Pretty old.
He's just come through the
He's a hard
forest.
man. He's a hard man. He's a hard
And he's got
man.
steel cap boots.
But look how kind his eyes are.
You won't know when he's putting the boot in. There's some mean looking eyes to me.
Tarquin, he moves and attacks, but the slight penalty because he moves and attacks.
He trips, falls down his trapdoor, he's dead.
Yes.
You're on the grounds, so downed, and he kicks hard. He rolls a 75, and he boots you hard. 11 in the C.
I like it.
And he's yelling. Upper leg strike, massively painful bruise. Another 5 hits. you operate at negative 25%, Tarquin.
Negative 25.
Negative 25%.
Another 5 hits, did you say?
Another 5 hits. Next actor, Gray. You've just seen this happen. You've just seen this old fella move surprisingly quickly. Boots, the last thing I had to say is he's got his hand on his falchion hilt, and he's just kicked Tarquin really, really, really hard while Tarquin's on the ground.
He's gonna pull Keros and the cat away.
Must
like,
protect cat.
Keep them over here.
I put the cat on the other side.
Okay. Anything else?
He's ready to parry, but he's not going to swing out his arm on his. If he needs to get his axe out, he's going to be ready, but he's not going to do anything. He's not going to escalate.
Okay. What? Any further?
Just going to be watching.
Tarquin, you've acted this round.
Can Leif act now?
Yes.
Yep. So watching that interaction, so he wants to go in and not stop, but he wants to be there saying, please stop, please stop, please stop. And for Bronner, he's not being aggressive at all. He's in the same vein, come on, Tarquin, get off there, basically. He's siding with this guy,
okay,
with Modo. Not really to want to here, but he's wanting to go in. Yeah, he's not making any attack towards.
Hands up.
Yeah, stop. You know, that guy.
Okay. Cool. Mentor, this younger guy, the aunts, sisters, cousins, roommates, dogs, best friends, etc., sees this and he roars with rage and also goes over and puts the boot in. Pushes past Leif and just, unless you do anything.
No, Leif is not going to lay hands on them. But he's just going to, please stop. He's going to entreat him.
Yep. So Tarquin's action was basically coming over to chat. She pulls the crossbow up. There's a click, and then Tarquin goes, "Oops!" Falls on the leg.
She just kicked it. I should have just kicked it. She gets to shoot me, but I don't get to kick it. So wrong.
You did attack her.
I'll lift that off, but I don't attack her until she shot me.
That's true. That is true.
I didn't seem to mind that. GM double screen is gone.
Hang on. I didn't actually add the brawling skill in for these guys because I had no one thought there might be a brawl.
There you go. They're pacifists.
They're not pacifists, but they had no idea there'd be a brawl. But then again, you never know. Again, there's a negative for him to move. He had to move a little bit further this time. Tarquin, you are on the grounds, and he literally puts the boot in. Yeah, not bad though. 9 the B. Boot. Now you do get a little bit of DB. You're kind of crawling out of the way. The result is a 10 though. It's only 2 more hits. Next up is Slater the carpenter. He and Tahoe are just going, we just want to make things with tools. We don't like this. Etienne.
So, sorry. Last resort. I wouldn't do this otherwise, but he's going to try leadership wrong.
Okay.
Oh, you're going to possess me?
Skill.
It's skill. So I can see the error of your ways. He's young. He's young.
Which is what?
68.
Uh-huh.
His leadership skill is 68.
He's also just set by the ice wall.
Okay.
He's working too.
He's been a bit of a layup.
So.
And he will speak into the right because he wants it on the air as well.
So you've influenced your audience. This is what leadership says. Now, Graham, you and I were chatting about this, and this is
Yeah, it's not a compulsion thing, I understand.
Well, the way it works is if Graham had rolled that on. Well, no, fair enough. He rolled it. So this is what happens. The definition of the skill is leadership. Bonus to inspire and command others to follow you and to make others believe that you're competent to lead and you know what you're doing. This includes the ability to raise the morale of those you command. Do you think that's appropriate for this situation? What's the?
Well, it's a command, really.
Okay, sure.
Command, but you're under a new direct. I've seen you influence quite high. What's the wrong?
A success.
So basically, I'm saying enough time when roll away. Peace, everyone. Peace, everyone. There's no need for argument. Roll away. Let's use words to dispel any argument. Roll away, Tarquin. Roll away. Stand down.
I do wonder if.
Sorry.
That's totally fine.
Actually, what would you roll against that? Self-discipline?
Never done it before, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's not though. It's a.
It's not a compulsion. It's more of a kind of.
Look, I'm pretty big as it is. You've made a roll, and so the better the roll is, the more I'm likely to listen to what you say. I think that's the way the skills play. So
Yeah, I'd have to think about that. It's not clear, but at this stage, Etienne's sounding pretty commanding.
Yeah. What did you roll?
He rolled 136. Success is 111. Okay.
Well, unless of course she stabs you or something.
I think even if she pulled a knife out, right, you just give me a pre-direct command.
Speaking of her, she is screaming top of her voice in agony. Absolutely screaming. She ain't pulling nothing. She's, yeah. So am I. I wasn't expecting her to be. Next up is Pashket. Pashket rushes over to you, Tarquin. He doesn't kick, but he can clearly see he's really angry with you, and he's just cursing you. Leave her. First time you've seen him angry. He's really not liking the way that things have gone off here in the tower. So he's literally standover tactics. He's standing over you, and he's yelling at you to get away. The other chap, this guy here, Cholo, comes over less inclined. One of them's come over and literally put the burden. Two of them put the burden. Cholo's come over and is hanging back a little bit. He's kind of eyeing up Leif, just kind of seeing what Leif's going to do. Leif's got his hands up. So Cholo's not sure, but Cholo has his hand on his falchion hilt and he is ready to draw the sword. It could all get quite interesting quite fast.
No, that makes it interesting.
Silsee's dead. Mython.
What about these days?
Probably it's like a.
Lovely. Okay.
I think that's all of my coffee pastel.
Keros, you've just been kind of shuffled. You and your cat and your one arm have been shuffled over the corner by Grey. What are you doing?
Every opportunity.
And your ugly face. And your stutter. And your limp. You've all been shuffled.
Are there any small children in the room crying?
You take that one.
What's left of Keros? What is what's left of Keros do?
Could be cut. I think Alex. Well, she obviously does not want to get involved. She's very tired and just more interested in like going on a date. To be honest. That's what her priorities are. But she's prepared. She is ready to fire a bolt of some description.
No.
It's
Also young and impetuous.
Last resort.
Okay. Starting
and
to.
she's going to try and smile again.
Is she smiling or snarling?
Just got quiet.
Loving eyes.
She just starts walking
Very welcoming way, right?
It hurts. Okay, and the last to act and the last action of this session is Demos.
I had an action this round.
Yes, you did. You fell on a leg.
and you got kicked.
A lot of shadows instead. He's very drowsy.
He can come on our date.
Yeah. No, he's just gonna go.
Okay.
He's not gonna get to anything. The spear's gonna get in the wrong way.
And it'll just go even more wrong than it currently is.
Exactly.
All right.
Practicing it stealthily.
Okay. All right, then, folks. Conscious that other people need to shoot. That's it for the game. Wave the camera, guys. This is the end of the session. There we go. Roll credits. Me? No.
That's what makes the game good.
Totally.
If Carmen was real, he would probably do that.
You have faith for these people.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, they killed your whole family, right? I probably want to
What do you think?